Okay guys, Chris here, and I am in the middle of nowhere near a school where my son is playing soccer, and I need to go get him in about 10 minutes. But I wanted to go over the Rode Wireless Go system that I just got, a Wireless Go 2 system that I just picked up the other day. I got it for $299 at My Cam camera store in Phnom Penh. I live in Cambodia. I like this system, but I have a couple problems with it, okay? I'm gonna tell you my favorite things about the Rode Wireless Go system, Wireless Go 2 system. All right, I picked up the 2-mic system. It's got a receiver, it's got 2 mics. I got my 2 mics here. Right now they're on 2 different channels, which I think is brilliant. I've always wanted 2 channels, so like one records on the left, one records on the right channel, and then in the post-production you can obviously make it a dual mono channel for this one and dual mono for the other one. You can adjust the volume of each person that you're using in your shoot, or each mic that you're using in your shoot independently, and that's really handy. You can control the decibel level on the remote, which is really nice. You can also see the battery life, which is great because like I like having them on the remote itself as well, but it's nice to be able to see how much battery you have left from the receiver. That's great. You can also mute microphones independently, which is nice, except for like the like clicking motion is gonna make your camera kind of shake, so it's not something that I think that I would do while I was recording. You can also switch between the left and right channel, like the separate channels for each mic, and you can also make both mics into one, you know, stereo or dual mono channel, which is nice. I like to be able to do that from the camera. That's great. Okay. So you can mute it from there. That's amazing. It would be nice if they could turn it on and off from there too. That would be great. Okay, so these guys are going like 4 to 7 hours, I think, which is really nice as well. I mean, a long battery life is going to be great for a product like this. I like the wind muffs. Okay, look, I'm outside. It's windy. I don't know if you can see the grass blowing behind me. Okay, so that's great. And then I like the Rode Central. I think it's called Rode Central. It's an application that you can get on Mac, you can get on Windows, and I think you can get it on the phone too, but I haven't had great success with that yet. But you can adjust a lot of the settings with these microphones, and with the transceiver you can update the firmware and all by plugging into the USB-C into your computer. In fact, if you've got enough hookups, you can plug in all 3 at the same time. You can see each one, you can see the battery life, you can see all the different details. You can adjust the display on the receiver. You can adjust the way that the increments that you do the volume, the decibel levels on these. You can also adjust whether or not you record on these directly, which is amazing. I don't know if they measure in gigabytes or what they're measuring in the memory on these things, but it says up to like, I think 4 to 7 hours of uncompressed audio on these guys. And that's pretty impressive for a system like this. I use wireless microphones like this a lot to plug in other mics, shotgun mics that don't need phantom power. You can plug them into your what's it called, your recording device. Like I've got a H6 Zoom, I've got a Tascam, a couple Tascams, so you can plug directly into, so like you can what's it called? So you can plug directly into your audio device, and you can make like a audio out to these guys, and you can send it directly to your camera. So that's also nice because you can have multiple microphones all into your audio device. They can be shooting from here into your camera, and you can get really great sound that way as well, which is handy. I use that a lot because then you don't have a lot of wires all over the place, and you can keep everything kind of central. One other thing that I like about these is that because they have the USB-C, you can use them as an audio device on your computer. So if you plug it into the USB-C into your computer, you can open up OBS, you can open up Skype. Ooh, how dreadful. You can use it on Messenger, and you can use these guys as your microphone for whatever it is you want. So you plug in the receiver into your computer. You can walk around the room. If you're a teacher, if you're in a meeting or something like that, you want to have really good audio sound. These guys put out amazing audio sound. They're so much better than your computer, and you can plug them on, use them on your shirt or whatever. You can they even make like a microphone that you can hold and use them. I think it's called like Road Reporter or something, I forget. Okay, so now I'm gonna talk about the bad things that I don't like about these guys, okay? The USB cords are USB-C to USB-A. Dude, we're past USB-A. USB-A cannot plug into your phone, so you have to get some sort of adapter to plug them into your phone to use them for like Facebook Live or something like that. They don't come with lapel mics. I mean, come on. Serious? Like lapel mics cost hardly anything. Like why do I have to go out and buy another lapel mic? I got these things and I was like, oh great, I get to use them now, and no lapel mic. Also, you can see on my shirt, it's like massive, like square, and so it doesn't fit in between my buttons. I have a ceramic blink microphones, and they fit in between the buttons, and so I use them occasionally. I don't feel like the clips are terrible on these, but like I don't know that I would trust them 100% on my camera bag or something like that as I go around and talk. But anyways, that's another thing that's kind of a little bit frustrating. You can, like I said, you can adjust the decibel level of the audio level of the mics on the camera itself through the receiver, but the problem is you can't adjust them independently. So you can put this on track on the left and this on the right track, and then you can use them like that, but the problem is that you can't adjust them independently of each other until you adjust them in post. I just want to say that the recording part of these is like huge. It's very important to me. Sometimes, I mean, even just 2 weeks ago, I was shooting somewhere and there was a lot of like disconnect going on, and so my mic from my Ceramic couldn't connect to my mic or my receiver on the camera, and there was like the line of sight was close, but there was a lot of like interaction or something. So the problem was that I couldn't get a clear sound, and so we didn't get the shot, and we had to wait until another day to go and shoot, and that was really frustrating. Well, these guys have something really cool built in, whereas they record directly to the microphone. So they are sending a signal over to the camera, which is great, but it's also making a backup on here, which is so amazing. You can set these to record continuously, or you can set them to record only as a backup. If you set them as a backup to record when the camera goes out, or when the receiver turns off, or when there's not a clear line of sight and there's some problems with the wires or something like that, this guy continues to record, and that guy might get choppy, but in the end you can sync them up and post pretty easily because the audio connects pretty easily like that. The other one that you can do is you can have continuous recording on these, and I think they say up to 4 to 7 hours of uncompressed audio that can be recorded directly to these. And so I think right now I am recording uncompressed audio continuously, and it tells you on the remote what is happening. You can't adjust that on the remote. You have to actually connect it to Road Central in your phone, or you have to connect it to Road Central on your Mac or your Windows computer. But that is huge for me, to be able to continuously record, or to record as a backup in case my camera for some reason has a problem. I can continue to catch everything that's going on right here, and I'm excited about that. So there are some things I don't like about it. I mean, the big thing is like, why on earth did I not get a lapel mic? And why can I not independently adjust the audio on the left and the right channel? Is this a firmware update or something? Like, I mean, I would love to be able to do that. And the adjustment isn't, or the adjustment on the receiver isn't a plus and a minus button. It's only a plus. And then when it gets all the way up to plus whatever, 30, then it goes down to negative, and then it starts, or maybe it goes down, it goes up to 0, and then it goes down to negative. So then like you gotta press it, you know, that many times in order to get it to go cycle back through. So there's two options for the cycling through. One is like every 5 or 6 decibels, and the other one is to go 1 by 1 decibel. And so if you do it that way, you're gonna have to go up, you know, plus 30, and then it's gonna cycle back through. So if you miss it, you're gonna miss it really bad. Whereas on my Ceramic Blink, I've got a plus and a minus, and I can go up or down, and then I can adjust it that way. So I do like how in my camera, I can see the left and the right channel, and I can see which one is louder. And so you can adjust, you know, your boom mic or something and make it a little closer, a little farther away in order to adjust for that. But I mean, I'm really sad that you can't adjust the volume of these guys independently within the system. That would be really great. Anyways, that's all for me now. I gotta go pick up my son from soccer. And this is the Rode Wireless Go 2.